Good morning, and how are you? I have a special Sunday service, which is why I'm wearing my shirt. I could have wore a tie, but I don't want to look like a religious maniac and wear a tie. I think it's inappropriate having to wear a tie and masquerade yourself as something special. I just decided to wear my shirt, for a Sunday morning service. Anyway, the subject for today, I actually was thinking about it as I got up today, and that is, if you don't find it hard living in this progressive modern world, then you're either a zombie or you're not awakened. If you don't find it hard living in this modern world, then you are either a zombie or you are not awakened. You're a sleeping dead. Why do I say that you're a zombie or the sleeping dead? When you're a zombie, you don't realize what's happening around you. They can bite your toenail, they can, put a knife in you. Your sensitivity to the environment, the laws, or political changes is so removed from reality that the government can bring in laws, bring in strange behavioral changes, modification, social engineering, and you would notice, because you're a zombie, anything the government implements, you take it. Yes, 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 you take it because you're a zombie. A zombie doesn't know any difference. There are many ways that you can be a zombie. So many different ways. You can watch a movie and they brainwash you through propaganda, introducing unusual, bizarre, unconventional behavior, and you accept it as normal in the name of love, in the name of tolerance, and they brainwash you because you're a zombie. You don't think about what's happening to you. As a Christian, I find it hard being a Christian in this modern age. Any Christian who argues that they are strong Christians, you can guarantee that they are lying. Anyone who says that they are awakened, you can guarantee that they're lying too. It is impossible with such a satanic ruling government, where the propaganda to promote certain groups, certain behavior, and enforcing it into law to change consciousness. Anyone who pretends they are not affected, they are lying, or they are zombies. Zombies don't realize that they are being affected because your mind is removed from reality. And therefore it's hard for me, very difficult, being a Christian in this progressive society, especially when the church themselves have become zombies. Zombies reading the Bible, not realizing that what they're reading, they're translating according to the government's agenda. So you're no longer reading what the Bible says, but the government's interpretation. They've become zombies removed from reality. When you start to accept things that you wouldn't have accepted during your childhood, you've become a zombie. The pressure to conform to the immoral society is as such that anyone who says that I have a free choice, I have the free choice, you're lying. There's some days when I question my sanity, and the Bible did say in the last days, many shall be deceived and fall to the wayside. In the last days, meaning the pressure of society to introduce unconventional measure, to introduce unconventional behavior, things that was regarded as abnormal will now become normal. But still, racism, that's okay. There's no change there. You can be racist as much as you want. There's no progressive there. But when it comes to sexual immorality, suddenly there's a fight. There's a fight to bring it across and destroy the heterosexual family. That's okay. And many of us, we've fallen for this so-called progressive liberal society, and yet we call ourselves awakened. We pretend we are not zombies. I put it to you this Sunday service. If you read books of old and watch movies of old, you will notice how you've been brainwashed. I dare you, watch a black and white movie, an old black and white movie, and then compare it to today's modern society. And they would argue, no, it means progress. No. Then how is it that racism was lesser in those days and more today? How come they don't condemn racism, but they'll condemn if you object to sexual immorality? And you say you're not being brainwashed? You don't mind hugging sexual immorality? No, I'm tolerant, I love you. I don't mind. I don't mind this sexual, immorality. That you'll accept. But you don't mind hating your fellow man because the color of their skin is different. Notice, the zombie is being brainwashed and programmed in a certain way towards a certain direction, but promoting racial peace, that the system do not want. And you say you're not a zombie? It is hard living in a modern society when you are awakened and you notice that everybody else is fast asleep. You can bring any laws in any street. Look, tomorrow night Theresa May already said that she wants to give human rights to pedophiles. Trust me, all these people, all they have to do is say no mortgage, no job, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater, brainwash you. And sooner or later, you want your kids to go to the right school, you want your kids to go to the right university, you will accept the satanic kingdom, you will accept the satanic government. Why? It's all about self-preservation, self-interest. We become zombies. And those who are awakened will go through hell. If you don't break, if you don't bend. Let me give you an example which will shock you. No, I better not. I'll leave that for another time. Right. But the pressure to conform is so bad that they try to break you down. Try to break you down. It's almost like a woman, a beautiful woman. There's a good example. A beautiful woman who is not interested in a man, or a man not interested in a woman, but it tends to be the other way around. A beautiful woman not interested in a man, and the man breaks her down. He won't leave her. He's chatting her up. He won't leave her, and he's tried to break her down. And in the end, she thinks it's love. But she ends up being programmed and brainwashed by him. She breaks down her resistance through his propaganda and his fake behavior. And she gives in. You see, if I saw a gorgeous woman and you know, I fancied her, there is no way. I'll chat her up, of course. So you know, I'll chat her up maybe once or twice. I'd keep trying, but to break her down, that's almost like rape. That's, you know, that's almost like mental rape. That is so wrong. To keep going, to keep going. If the woman's not interested in you, why keep going for it for? You're trying to break her down. It's mental rape. It's not normal. Society tries to break you down. Your morals, your values, what you stand for. And if you are a zombie, you've already been broken down without realizing it. Watch an old black and white movie, and then make sure you're absorbed into it. Watch a couple, and then fast forward your, you know, like a video recorder, speed your way back into the future, into here, you know, and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You'll realize, oh my God, I've become a zombie. Watch all these sitcoms and EastEnders and all these programs where they promoting certain behaviors, pushing it on you, brainwashing you. They won't promote racial peace, and that's how they are being exposed. They will not promote racial peace, but sexual behavior. They'll put it on a plate and lavish like a buffet, like a big meal, like a McDonald's, KFC, mental junk. They'll put it onto you until you become a beast with zombification. I have a friend who is a Seventh-day Adventist, and I always question, don't you find your faith breaking? Even I find my faith breaking. The world is so immoral that the things that are immoral, they call it normal. And the things that are normal, they're calling it strange and bizarre. And I'm thinking to myself, how come that I'm breaking and he's not? Ooh, I believe in God of history. Though he's got contradictions in his life, which I won't go into. He's got gross contradictions in his life, which I won't go into, because he's going to watch this video. And I begin to realize he himself, he's taken shape to what society wants. He's not away from society. He's a zombie. He's accepted, he's conformed, but of course he put a Jesus tag on it. He's conformed like the church has conformed, but they pretend, you know, but I'm still a Christian. No, you can't be. It's impossible. You can't be awakened. You can't be awakened zombie. It's impossible. You're either a zombie or you're awakened. You can't have it both ways. A zombie is a zombie. A zombie doesn't even know he's a zombie, because he's a zombie. When you are awakened, you are awakened. There's two different realities. One is asleep, the other is awakened. And this guy, he thinks he's awakened, but he's not. He accepts everything this modern society throws at you. He accepts it. No wonder his faith is not under attack, because he's got nothing to lose. He has no faith. He's got religion. This is the most deepest video I've done. I gave you relaxation yesterday. I gave you some beautiful, you know, relaxation, but nobody wanted it. So this week I'm going to give you hell. It's going to be hell this week. You didn't want relaxation. You didn't want a spa and leisure. I'm going to give you hell this week. Some of the subjects I've got coming up, oh my God, give me nightmares. I try to give you plenty of love. I try to love you up with some beautiful relaxation, but you don't want it. So this week is going to be hot and fire. Hot. You better start the kitchen. If you can't take the heat, start the kitchen. This week is going to be hot. Hot and heavy. I try to give you plenty of love this weekend with beautiful music, and not many people looked at it. You like it hot? You like it heavy? I'll give you hot and heavy. I'll give you a spicy burger. You never forget. Yes, sometimes I find my faith breaking. Society is trying to break me down. They're trying to break down my resistance, so I accept things that I wouldn't normally accept. When you find everybody is accepting a new world order, accepting the satanic government, you feel left out, like the world is one big satanic party, one big massive orgy, and because you stand out from the crowd, you feel like you're the strange one. The world is one big last days of Noah. The world is one big gigantic party, one big sexual orgy. And you don't want to indulge in it. You don't want to participate in Babylon, in harlot, in Canaanite nastiness, Canaanite religion, Canaanite incest, Canaanite pedophilia, Canaanite sodomy. You don't want no part of it. But they try to break you down by saying it's normal, it's normal. The laws of nature said it's devilish, but no, liberal progressive said it's normal. And we will punish you, make legislation against you, that this behavior is normal, it's normal. They're putting these TV programs, sitcoms, and put it in front of you, and any Christian or anybody who claims that they are against it, but yet they accept it, you become zombies. If you're against something, you should be totally against it. Not try to play with it. You wouldn't play with a crocodile. You wouldn't play with a crocodile. You'd have nothing to do with it. But many of us, because we're frightened, because we're scared, we try to sit on the fence and, well, I'm a good Christian, but, you know, I'm a progressive Christian. What next? Pedophile Christian? Incest Christian? Liberal Christian? They've turned you into a political zombie. Not a spiritual person, a political zombie. You've allowed the government to break you down. To break you down. You think to yourself, your views are your views. I've seen people think they're clever, got no morals. They think they're clever. They don't even realize the root and foundation to this sexual behavior. They don't realize it. They say, I'm progressive, I'm modern. They can't be bothered to read. If you read, like a zombie puts salt on his tongue, it will awaken you from your sleep. If you read, and when I mean read, not nasty books, nasty books, read books from 1950s, 60s, read the Kinsey report, Freud, and how he was trying to implement and make things normal, and how pseudoscience sexually abused children. In the Kinsey report, they had sex with 1-year-old babies. Why? They were going to gear society towards this filth. Pedophiles, homosexuals, they were the ones behind Kinsey report, and in Britain it was called PI, Pedophile and Information Network, funded by the government. They knew what they were planning. Say, I'm progressive, I'm liberal. You're brainwashed and you don't even realize it. It's a sad, sad situation to be in. But it was prophesied that the world would come to this. The last days of Noah. The last days of Noah is going to be so vile and so filthy that people won't know whether they're coming or going, whether they're straight or gay, whether male or female, whether they're black or white, whether they're up or down, whether they are it or a gender. This is one screwed up world. You can call yourself whatever you like, and they call it progressive. So if somebody mugs you and you go to court, what are they going to describe you as? If you're black, you're a white female. If you're a white male, you're an Arab. You can choose whatever you want. This is the game of liberal sickness. It's horrible. If you don't feel like breaking down in this world, it's because you're already a zombie and you don't realize it.